Is Jennings cutting into Kittle's attempts?
I think we're gonna
right now.
We're gonna
George
talk
Kittle
about that.
factor. What is going on here, man? He's a blocker now.
So, all right, let me ask you a question. What was Jimmy G's final stats for that game?
16 and
He's
25,
like,
100 and something yards. Yeah.
So out of that production, where's Kittle's ball supposed to come from? If your quarterback is only throwing for 190 yards, like there's going to be lack of production somewhere. Like, so he can't, like when you're saying like this, the Chiefs offense, when everybody's going off and the quarterback is throwing for 400 yards. The limitations aren't set by Kittle here. They're set by the guy that we just spoke about, and that's Jimmy Garoppolo. So I'm not going to.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think it's on Kittle because we've seen Kittle go off in games. Like we've seen Kittle make crazy plays.
We have.
It's not Kittle.
In December. I think what's going on with Kittle is that he seals. I still think he's drawing a lot of attention from defenses. Like when Jimmy Kittle was picks in LA, they were triple covered Kittle picks, weren't they? One of them was.
Yeah, one of them was. But there's moments where you can get him the ball, but there's moments where you can't even call that sort of play because you're scared because your quarterback might throw a pick. There's moments where you have to call a run where you might be able to call a pass for Kittle because you're scared because your quarterback might throw a pick. There's moments where Kittle's open. We've seen this in the past where Kittle's open and your quarterback doesn't see him.
I just want to say, though, I feel like 2-3 years ago when the Niners were in a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8 spot or gotta have it throwing spot, they went to Kittle because they had the confidence that he would be open every time or at least draw a penalty. Now, I don't feel like they have that confidence. I mean, they get him the ball, but more like manufactured touches in space, get him running after the catch, like when he was younger. Now, when it's like we gotta have a guy, we gotta have this, we gotta call a pass for a guy we think's gonna get open. It's Debo, it's Ayuk, it's even Jennings, which is what the original person was asking. Like, and I have noticed that in those situations, the obvious passing situations, it's not Kittle as much anymore. And that fumble in this game that didn't count that's a bad look for a guy who's supposed to be a top 10 player in the league. Like, what the hell was that?
And I believe right after that, you see Kyle was talking to Kittle and was not happy. You have to know what the game is in that situation.
And he's like, hey, you wonder why I'm not calling your number as much anymore? What the hell was that?
I look at it as I think
it's the game, George. Excuse me, Coach.
And at that moment, I thought immediately back to Detroit, right? Like the problem with that moment is you should have learned about that from the previous, which happened with the previous moment, which happened 18, 19 weeks ago. George, I'm sure he has to know when to fight for yards and when not to. Don't fight for yards when it's in that moment when it's your game's on the line. Was it 3rd and 11 and you get a short pass in the flat and Jimmy G's pretty much just getting rid of the ball. Just make the catch and go down, dude. Like
it's just look, you're right. It's not all on him, but I can't help but notice I've been to most of these games this year. He just doesn't have the same confidence he used to exude when he was younger. Like right now, Deebo Samuel is the most confident player on the field every time he steps on it, and you can feel it. George used to be that way, and now I don't feel that from him. I mean, he's still a confident, excellent player, but he's not what he used to be. And it's partially how they use him, but it's partially him too. And I guess it's going to it happens to everyone. He's not that. He's almost 29. But
yeah, I disagree. I think it's definitely the evolution offense. I think years ago, Deebo Samuel wasn't who Deebo is now. He was a rookie now, albeit he was good, but he's gotten better. They didn't have Ayuk, and they're limited by the quarterback. Like, don't forget, a couple games ago, who made that? Was it? I forgot what it was. Like wasn't it like 3rd and 12? And Kittle made an outstanding grab
from Lance.
Throw by Lance. Kittle's gone off. Kittle could go off on Saturday, and we've seen him. He still can break 5 tackles when he gets the ball. I think they got to get him the ball.
Really like him against zone coverage, but when it comes to beating man, I don't think they trust him as much as they used to. That's all what I'm trying to say. When it comes to beating man-to-man coverage, that used to be their guy, and now it's the wide receivers, all 3 of them. I'm just saying, especially Ayuk and
Jennings. It should be though.
Yeah,
it should be though. It should be though.
So
anyway. Yeah,
Go ahead.
I don't. I don't think Jennings is taking away from Kittle. I think to me, for this his answer is I think there's only so much balls. There's so many balls and
Debo's
yards
taken away from Kittle.
that can go around in this offense. And until the quarterback play gets better, where you can have a quarterback that a good game is throwing for 300 yards, people are going to lose production.
Jennings is just filling the Kendrick Bourne role in the offense, which
Correct.
has always existed. Debo has taken Kittle's targets because Kittle used to be the guy who would lead the team in targets. And now, anytime you're in a must-have it situation, it's we'll start to Debo or maybe Ayuk.
Yeah, and Jennings fills another role, which is he gives them a big body receiver, which Kendrick Bourne never was.